Okay, now we will compare one interpolation to another, okay? So what you can do is actually you click on the, I think it's in the raster analysis. Wait, I'm just going to check. Nope, not that one. So raster calculus. Yep, that's it. So in raster calculus, you can choose raster difference. So double click on that and you want to calculate like the difference between one grid to another. So I think for now, I will compute the spline in 100 with the natural neighbor in 100. So you want to save it into, for example, so that's going to be diff because that's not a bathymetry anymore, that's a difference. The difference between, that's going to be spline minus natne in 100 meters, okay? So that's how you save it and then you run it. Let's see how long it will take. It takes quite a while. So for the 25, I think I need to pause it and then I'll be back to you. Or maybe I should pause in here. I don't know. No, I don't think so. It's almost finished. That's it. That's your difference, okay? Of course, you cannot copy and paste the formula because otherwise you won't see anything. Because, for example, if I copy and paste in here, maybe you only see, you know, a very, very small amount of it. So you can just uncheck everything, okay? So, well, it's actually helpful to see this if you compare it with, for example, this and that, okay? So you've got the bathymetry from spline, you've got the bathymetry from natural neighbor, and this is the difference, okay? You can uncheck it, and basically those are the surface difference. Of course, it's in between these two numbers, but what we can do is again is to double click in there, check the histogram, and see the distribution of the error. So you can see that most of the errors is between -5 and 5. So you can do it like this. So that's -5 and 5. And then, okay. So, okay, mostly they're actually good. Mostly they're zeros, okay? So between these two, between these two operation, that's actually quite good. But most of them are found maybe like in this middle parts, okay? So in this middle parts, where you've got probably more morphology. So for example, that's the natural neighbor. So you've got more morphology in there. And then again, you've got more morphology. You can see those things. So at least from here, you can have the feeling that maybe the natural neighbor gives you better solution, maybe. Now we're going to make another difference between the natural neighbor and spline, for example, but in the 25, okay? So that's going to be spline minus natural neighbor in 25. Save it to file. Okay, so that's going to be diff spline natne and then 25. And then you run it. I'm going to pause it. I'll be back. Hello. I think I've spent, I don't know, 2-3 minutes to do that, okay? So that's the difference. We can see how they look like in the histogram again, okay? So that's our histogram. We can zoom it in again. Oh, okay, this is interesting. We actually have it between, I don't know, maybe 10, okay? So let's do 10. Let's do 10. So we will do it by copying this first, okay? And then paste it. And then, oh, okay, that's actually good. Using 5 and 5 is good. So you can see that most of the difference are in the middle, okay? And of course, at the edges, because you don't have much data at the edges. you can actually do it this way again. So you can drag your points up, and then you can see, oh, okay, most of the things are from here. They are actually artifacts from the data, okay? So that is basically the raster difference, and that's how you kind of measure the reliability of your interpolating methods compared to the other.